Hey, Bridget. Excuse my messy space. I'll kind of clean it in a minute. Let me just grab some paper to put down. That's what happens when you're not around for a few days. I don't know what we're doing. We're gonna figure it out though. Let me turn this volume down on this other phone. Okay. Let me grab a canvas. Tight squeeze here, but it's just us, so we can decide before anybody else gets in. I can show you how I got chameleon cells. Let me get a smaller canvas for that though, because I don't like them. Think of colors, and I will grab one more canvas. I wish I just had some 8x10s. I'm sure there's tons of 8x10s I can paint over. That's not my goal. By the end of the week, we're going to go through the ones that need painted over. Hello, hello. How are you? This was just like last minute. Let's do a live. So we're gonna. Okay. What colors would you ladies like to see tonight? The first one we're going to do the chameleon cells. That's true. Aren't you UK time or? It's hard when we're all in different time zones. So I need to just make a list of everybody's best times so we can come up with like a set time and I can start seeing these. This one was just, it's been a long week already, and Bridget and I were chatting and decided, oh, I'm going to do a live. Oh, you're in Cali. What part of California? Okay, let me see where I put my comb. Oh, here we go. Get my, need to get something to put the silicone in. paper towels. Yeah, that should be good enough. I have this table behind me and I keep running into it. Okay. I am. I'm from Los Angeles originally. I go home like twice a year at least. So, but I do have lots of friends that live up in your area. We have silicone. We have our comb. We have some place to put it. So now colors. Let's do blue. Excuse me, let me get rid of that. I live in the Panhandle of Florida now. I'm moving back to California, hopefully, beginning of next summer after my daughter graduates from high school. But I live by Destin, Florida, up in the Panhandle, so it's a beautiful area, but I'm not a Florida person. Sorry, this phone is going crazy. Hey, Tammy. Teals and purples. Okay. Let me put the blue back. I'm gonna grab some purple. I might have to mix some teal because I have the cobalt metallic, which is almost a teal. And then I have a teal topaz. And blue flashes. Kind of a teal, but I know I have other teals, so we might have to mix some paints. That's fine. Let me get rid of these people that keep calling. You're not a weirdo, you're good. The blue flash bottle? Okay, hold on, I gotta dig in my magic drawer down here. I have my garage is such a mess right now. I have paintings on every surface out here, plus stacked on the floor, plus in the two cabinets full. So I've got a lot going on out here. Let me see. Okay, this is the blue flash bottle. If you can see that. And the aqua flash. I've got the orange flash too, which I love. Love, love the orange. And then I've got the green and some other colors. But, okay. So we've got some different teals here that we can, well, semi-teals that we can play with. Let's see. I have another teal down here that is really cool. If I can find it. And it's, if I remember right, it's a cheap paint, like the apple barrel, but it's such a pretty color. Oh, who knows? I've got paint everywhere. Okay. We will go with what we have right here. Okay, so teal and purples. And I think we need something else to go with it. So we've got metallic purple. We've got dioxidine violet. We could do blue, but I think it needs more of a contrast. Like a pink or copper would be pretty. Gold would be pretty. I think the blue would blend too much. Oh, my chat is way behind for some reason. Okay. You embrace your weird, you should. I embrace being a freak myself, so. Okay. I am going to go with copper. So I'm just going to randomly lay down the colors. No rhyme or reason to it. None of the paints have silicone in them. I think we're going to use the blue flash. And I think we are going to throw in some of the orange too. Hopefully you guys have a decent view and it's in focus. I don't think I have any phthalo mixed. I have navy. Okay, we're just going to do a swipe. So we're just going to randomly throw colors down. Okay, so you got the copper, the dioxidine, the blue flash, do some metallic purple, some of the orange flash, some of the folk art topaz metallic, some more copper, purple or violet, I guess. The magic is done. You do a swipe. And your paints have to be pretty thin once you do your swipe. And then you dip your tool, whatever it may be, in silicone. Oh, you're good. For some reason, my chat is not scrolling, so I have to keep refreshing it. We're not going to use the swipe color either. We're just going to swipe it as is. Let me get these paints out of the way. I'm not going to worry about the sides right now either. But I always say that and then I worry about them. So I will try not to worry about the sides too much right now. I just want to get some of this paint off. And then we will swipe. There's no silicone in these colors because you're going to add silicone to the canvas. Okay. Let me get a paper towel and get it wet. You just take the paper towel and you spray it with water. You want it to be damp. And then just put it down on your canvas. You want to make sure that it is completely down and touching all the paints, and lightly swipe it over your colors. And I'm going to swipe back because it took too much paint off on that one side. So we're going to just swipe back, which you normally don't do. But I don't want my paints to be too thick. But while I have all this paint, I'm going to go ahead and touch up the sides. And then I'm going to move it around some because there is some bare spots. Because you want it to be thin, but you don't want it to be naked. So just going to dab around where there's some bare spots. Make sure there's some paint on there. And you're not going to see any of this once you have your silicone down. But it took way too much paint off. Excuse me while I make a mess. Okay. Okay. These colors are beautiful. Okay, before you put your silicone down, you do want to torch it because you don't want extra cells just randomly popping up before you do your chameleon. Just making sure there's no more bare spots. Because one I did the other day, it had some bare spots, so when it dried, it cracked in those spots. So you don't want it to be too bare, but you don't want it to be thick either. So think of like when you're doing a Dutch pour, how thin the paint is. You kind of want that. Okay. I really wish this would scan with me. Oh, thank you. Okay, I think I'm subscribed to everybody's channel. I will double check after, but I tend to subscribe to anybody that subscribes to my page. So you just want to put some silicone down in your, whatever your catalyst is. And then you want to take your comb, make sure it is clean and doesn't have paint chunks hanging off it like mine does. And it doesn't have to be a comb. You can use a bunch of skewers together. Yesterday I did cookie sheets or cookie cutters. I did something else. Oh, and then I did the bottom of melt containers, the waxy melts, fragrance melts. I've done that. I did one of the cookie or the cupcake holders and used that to make designs. So you can do anything, but the lady that had created this, her name is Chameleon Jones. She is an Instagrammer. She uses a comb and she just takes it after it's got silicone on it and does designs like that. It's not working out so good, but this is what you're supposed to do. Sometimes it takes a minute for them to come up. And I told you guys I was going to torch it. I forgot to torch it. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, my paint was too thin up here in this spot. I think my paint's got a little too mixed. Hold on. I'm not a big silicone or cell person, personally. I like the webbing some cells give, but for the most part, I really don't like a whole lot of cells. But it's a new technique, and Bridget wanted me to show her. Because she tried doing it the other day and ended up throwing her canvas off the desk. So I don't think she'll be posting that video. Although it'd be fun to watch. She's seen me go crazy before. I should be able to see her go crazy, right? Isn't that what friends are for? Excuse me. Sorry. Need to get a drink, hopefully get that tickle out of my throat. Okay. Too much paint is off right there. So let me see what I can do about that. Okay. Don't like seeing bare canvas when there's a bunch of colors. Bothers me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and torch it, and then I will show you what it looks like. hopefully you can see the effect it gets. Now I have a big mess underneath me. Let me try to find a place for this to go so we can clean this up and do something else if anybody has a request for technique or if there's anything you want to learn how to do. Let me just clean this up and you guys can let me know in the chat. And I'll show you a couple more that I've done too. Just want to put a clean mat down before I move on to show you the canvas, the other canvases. I can't always see the chat screen, so I'm going to catch up in just a second so you guys don't feel like I'm ignoring any questions or comments. I want to make sure that everybody gets their questions answered. I have way too many little containers of paint on this desk right now. I'm telling you, this place is a mess. Okay, so before I catch up on that, I did this one the other day. I haven't posted the video yet. I just got done editing it a little bit earlier. So this is just an 8x8, same technique we just did. And I just picked random colors that I had a little bit left of and swiped with white. It was super hot the day I did it last week. So there is cracking and the paint was too thin. So there is cracking. I don't know if you can see that in some of the spots. But the way it cracked, you can see even more colors underneath. Like right here, that's all gold underneath the white and the green. So you've got gold, and then you've got the white, and then you've got the green outlining all the white. So it looks pretty cool. But I think it's one that's definitely going to have to be resined. But we'll see. And this was my first attempt. Again, I haven't posted the video for it. This had too much paint. So when I was putting down the comb with the cells, looked great until I got to the very top where the paint was too thin. So half of it was too thin, half of it was too thick. So I moved it around and it got these really wonky cells. That light is badly glared, sorry. But I like it because all the cells are outlined in the navy. Because the navy that I used was the enamel paints. So it looked pretty cool. Okay, and then this is the one that the last one that I did. Just the bottom of the melts container, and it's all metallics and color shifts. It's because I use my homemade chocolate brown that I make, the chocolate brown metallic, and it. That's weird. The silicone's all still setting on top. but that's what that looks like. So I think this one here, varnished, is going to be beautiful, but I plan on doing an embellishment on this one because I think it's too dark. I love like this side here. I love that area there, but the middle just got really dark. So I think I'm going to do a mandala over it and some of the colors underneath to bring them out more. And once I do that, I will post the outcome of it. I usually don't post videos of my dot painting or my like my embellishments and stuff. I usually don't post those, but I will start posting the outcome at least. Okay, let me catch up on this chat, and you all can pick some colors or suggest some techniques. So entertain yourselves for about 3 minutes. Share Bear, why did you almost sling your round out the garage? The navy was the color I swiped with. So it was my very top color. But it was really cool the way it just went around all the cells and all the colors. Hi, Blaze. Good night, Blaze. Okay, well, if it's hideous, then you grab some resin and you put something else over it. Because those rounds are awesome. I cannot wait to get more resin so I can do it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Probably make like a small side table or something. Because it's the perfect size for like a little side table. This is the round she's talking about. You get them at Home Depot. I believe they're 17-inch in diameter and super thick. So you couldn't really make a clock out of it. I mean, that's pretty thick for a clock fixture to go through. So I thought it'd be a really cool side table, a geode or something. I don't know yet. But that's a project for when I get more resin. Hello, hello. Okay. Suggestions for technique, colors. Just throw some paint. Whatever you want, I'll do it. After I get gloves. A kiss pour. Okay. You. Hi, Tish. How are you tonight? Okay, I need 2 little cups. You got 2 little cups. Now let's talk about colors. Let's start with a background color. Oh my gosh, happy birthday, baby. No, 3 is still a baby, and they never stop being our babies, no matter how old they get. Green background color. That's kind of scary. I don't know if I can do a green background color. Okay, we can do a different background color. So we'll have to figure out if you want green. I know, I love that too when she says my nap time friends. Okay, so green. What colors are we going to do with a kiss pour on a green background? Can we do a blue? A blue background would be pretty. Because I have cerulean blue. That would be a pretty background. I like green, but I don't like green enough to paint with it, really. But we have greens. I have every shade of green. What about red? Red would be pretty. Aqua would be really pretty. You could do an aqua. Is Shannon leaving us? Have a good night, Shannon. I don't do orange. I'm not doing orange. Okay. This is your choices. Red and aqua. Good idea. Okay. So, should we do the background red or should we do the background aqua? Aqua. Okay. Let me mix it because I don't have enough to use as a background. So let me grab a cup. Use my noises over here. Okay, so I just got I can't talk. It's been a really long day. Got Floetrol in my cup. There, I got the word out. Let me get my water. And then we are going to put, oh, it says it's light turquoise, but it's definitely an aqua color. Either way, we're going to make it look good. Oh, your poor puppy. You have to post a picture of that poor baby. going to be an Instagram star. You need to put him up there on your Instagram. I do strain my Floetrol. That bottle I poured from is one that's been strained and poured from another gallon bottle. And then that one has water mixed in at the bottom of it. And I strain that one as I pour it out of that one. But you should always, always strain your Floetrol. All the boogies it gets in it. Okay. So that's perfect for a base coat. You want it to be pretty thin. So that is the color. So we need to think about what we're going to kiss with. And anybody that watches my videos knows I like to play in my paint. So if it bothers you that I use my hand to spread my paint, I apologize. I like to feel my colors. It's very therapeutic for me. How much Floetrol do I personally use? Or are you just asking everybody in general? Because it depends on the month, really. I use... Good night. I tend to mix a bunch of colors at one time. But I can go sometimes through a gallon, sometimes 2 gallons. It depends on how much I'm painting or how much I'm mixing. Because there's times where I don't mix for months because I already have all the colors mixed. But I buy them by the gallon. And I get them at Home Depot for $13.64 or something like that. And when I'm doing my normal pouring medium where I use Floetrol and glue all, a gallon will last me for months. But I've just been using Floetrol lately and water because I have been making my paints thinner than I usually do because I've been doing a lot of Dutch pours and blowovers and different stuff. And when I do that, I tend to just make them in these little containers instead of my bottles. Okay. I've never poured with Mod Podge. I just thought I use Mod Podge on paintings when I embellish them with different stuff, but I've never used it as a pouring medium. But I've used Mod Podge for years for different stuff. It's just moving it around to get some of the excess paint off. Okay, we're going to do a regular kiss pour, a traveling kiss pour, And have we decided on colors? You know what? I bought a small thing of the deco art and the smell almost killed me. I couldn't do it. I took it back because that smell, it almost made it hard to breathe. Purple and gold. Okay. You got purple and gold. Let me grab the gold. Okay, we got a little bit of gold. So yeah, I mean, that's how bad it was. It was awful. Thought I had some more gold mixed. Okay, let me grab my little container of Floetrol water and grab some more gold and mix it real quick. See, this is what happens when you don't like plan alive and you just start doing it. I haven't been using much gold lately, so. Hello, Miss Monica. We are just doing a random live. We figured why not? Need to de-stress a little bit, so we are mixing colors for a kiss pour right now. 1 cup is going to be purple and gold. Did we decide on the colors for the other cup? Monica has been so busy lately. Work, work, work. Getting new haircuts, looking gorgeous. Enjoy your dinner. Oh, I understand that, Monica. I just had 5 inches cut off and I still have too much hair. My hair is thick enough for at least 5 women. It's ridiculous. I mean, every stylist I go to always makes a comment how jealous they are. Try living with that much hair. You wouldn't be jealous anymore, especially down in the South. This is the heavy body, so it takes a minute to really mix up. It is hot. My hair is constantly wet during the summertime, and I wear it in a bun all the time. We'll catch up with you later, hon. Have a good night. Well, Monica's is also wavy too. That just makes it worse, I think. My hair's straight, so you can do anything with it. But when you have wavy, thick hair like that, it just becomes uncontrollable. And if you live in the South with the humidity, it frizzes constantly. Okay. That should be good. Okay, we got gold. We are going to use the Dioxidine purple because we have it handy. Then we're going to do this royal blue. It's more of a cobalt blue, I think, or not cobalt, but a periwinkle. So it's got a lot of purple in it. So we're going to do that for 1 cup. Suggestions for the 2nd cup. Let's see. How about pinks and silver? We have try to use some of these pinks in these little containers up. It's more of a plum. So we've got the plum and the quercadone magenta. We're going to put those together with silver. So that's going to be our other cup. So let me put a little bit of silicone in there just to help release the paint. Okay, just leave us running. You'll be fine. Okay, so we're going to put some of the magenta down in there. Some silver. Some of the plum. Then I am going to do some white. No, I'm going to do parchment. I'm not going to do white. I think the white would be too abrasive. So we're going to do some of the parchment, which is just a cream color. And then we're going to repeat it. I just splashed paint all over me. Used up one little container. Yay! I have so many paints on my desk of just little containers I need to use up. So this is perfect. Used up another one. And then I think we're good for that cup. So that's our first cup. And then we are going to do the purple cup. So we have got Dioxazine Purple, the Royal Blue by Anita's, and the Iridescent Gold by Liquitex Heavy Body. We're going to start with the Royal Blue. Then the gold. We're going to put parchment in this one too. My neighbor's air conditioner went out. So while I was gone the last couple days, I let them borrow all my fans that I normally keep in the garage. So it's extra hot out here tonight. It's been in the low hundreds the last few days. You know, yesterday was 109. I have no idea what it was today, but it rained. And when it rains here, the humidity goes up. Okay. So there is our second cup. And we are going to torch this before we move on to the kiss. I just want to get some of this out of the way so we don't spill a bunch of stuff. I lost the eraser for that. So if anybody sees an eraser here, let me know. I got heat stroke once so bad that I ended up in the hospital. The first time I went to the beach when I moved to Florida, I got sun poison. I was blistered for weeks over it. It was awful. You don't take a pasty girl from, granted, I'm from California. I should be a beach bum, but I'm not. I like my white face, black hair, black, black eyeliner and red lipstick. I'm a little goth girl. I don't like sun. So I turned into one big blister. It was horrible. I mean, since then I can tan, but not when I first moved here. Okay. Here goes. This is only my second ever kiss pour. So we're going to let them smooch a couple times. And then pour. I saw a chunk. See, I move and it starts pouring too fast. Okay. I don't like what I did in the middle there. Still a little bit of pain in there, so we'll travel it around in that spot. Try to cover up the spot I didn't like. Okay. Just going to flip them over. That one's pretty on the inside. Oh, there. That's a better view. That one, okay. You wish you could see the kiss? Yeah. It's hard. You have to like angle from almost beneath. I kind of wished I didn't put the parchment in, but we shall see. And we're just gonna slowly move it around. I'm looking for lumps while I do that. I'm going to take it off this side because I don't like all that over there. And bring it back. This, for doing lives, I use my daughter's laptop. She has, what is it called? One of those little mini ones where the keyboard comes apart and it's got a touch screen, and the webcam is just a cheap $30 webcam I got at Best Buy. Otherwise, I use my phone, and I get better pictures on my phone than I do on the webcam, I think. I don't lag as bad on my phone either, which is strange. I'm trying to leave some negative space, but I don't know if I like it. There's something in it right there that's doing some weird swirly thing in that spot. Grab a toothpick. My tweezers have disappeared, so big chunk. Make sure I don't see any others. I think we're good. Just going to take a little bit off this side. I don't want to run it off the side. I just want to get some of that green and then push it back. I'm going to add green to this corner too, because I like the green corners. I think it looks really good. And then we'll stretch that a little bit. Okay. Sorry, I'll put it back in your frame in just a second. Okay. I have these cups in the way. Let's move those. There. Okay. I'm going to take these gloves off for a minute. Some of this out of my way to get me a wet wipe. Okay. Just want to double check, make sure there is no lumps. And I just get at eye level and look through my paint. Okay, I'm going to torch it and see what we get. This torch has been temperamental lately. Okay, it doesn't want to play. I don't know if I can bring you guys in for a close-up. Let's see. Kind of. You still really can't see it. Let me throw on some gloves. I don't know if the corners are too harsh. Let me see. Going to turn it around so I can get to the other side without doing a boob smash. Because I've been doing that a lot lately. I really wished you could see the colors, because on the screen, because of this camera, the colors are not true colors. So I will, in my next video, well, not my next video, because I already have a bunch made that need posted, but the next video I make after this dries, I will show a close-up of this with, good job, Carrie, with the camera on my phone, because you get more true colors on that than you do this webcam, it seems like. Okay. Okay, so this is, oh, let's see how I can do this. The colors in the camera look muddy. They're not muddy, I promise. Do I glitter? Yeah, but I'm not going to put glitter on this. Just double checking for lumps again because I thought I saw something. I think it's a piece of hair. I don't mind using glitter paints, but as far as throwing glitter on the canvas, only if I'm doing like a galaxy pour. I knew I saw something. See, this is where being OCD pays off. Even though you can't tell by my work surface that I'm OCD, I am. Okay. I'm going to torch that spot again since I pulled something out. Must have been the bottom of those containers. Okay. Thank you, Tish. Like I said, I will add pictures of all the dried paintings soon, so you can see a more true color than what's showing on this camera. There, I got the hair. Okay. Okay. I think that's all I got for tonight. I've had a long couple days. So now that I am home, I am going to pass out soon after I take a shower from being out here. I think I'm now just imagining stuff because I pulled so many lumps out over on that side. But so if anybody has any questions or anything at all. Need to. Oh, it's okay, Jean. I need everybody to like make a comment and say what is the best time for lives. And I'll start trying to do at least one every 2 weeks or so. And then as I feel better, I will do one once a week. That way we can at least all get together and paint and socialize and have a good time. So just reach me on Facebook, leave a comment here and let me know what everybody would like. But yeah, please hit the thumbs up. I appreciate everybody for showing up late notice like this. And now you're in the dark. I am going to take my butt to the shower. Good night, everybody, and thanks again. Jean, that's how I am too, because you know my sleeping schedule is so wacky. I'm more of a middle night person. That's why Sherry and I are compatible, because her and I watch each other's videos in the middle of the night and chat because we stay up until 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. But we'll work something out. But have a good night, ladies. Bye.